What's up, geeks and gamers? We're back with another Sports Wars Talks Wrestling. I make it up every single day. I don't know what I'm saying, but we got Corey and Zach Attack and the Golden Girls back once again. So, Zach, how's it going, bud?
It's been a long but good day. Been a good day.
Good. Same here. Corey, how's it going?
Going great.
Awesome.
Great.
I hope my countdown was good enough for you.
That was fantastic. Thank you, says the editor.
Fantastic. All right, so we are
breaking
now
the fourth wall.
I know, right? We're a little less than a week removed from Hell in a Cell. So before we get into the actual matches and talk about our thoughts, I just want to give a general picture of what you guys thought about the overall pay-per-view. So Corey, overall thoughts: good, bad, ugly?
I thought it was okay. I was actually okay with the pay-per-view minus a few moments and, of course, the main event. It wasn't horrible, but the main event totally, in some ways, overshadowed a lot of the good things, unfortunately.
All right. Sounds good. Zach, what you got?
I enjoyed the whole thing.
You
Yep. No, I mean, it was fun. It was good. And looking back,
the most polarizing figure right here on the show with his opinion. Go ahead, dude.
I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, for a WWE pay-per-view, I was happy.
All right. Well, I am of the ilk that there were good matches. There were about two or three particularly strong matches. Everything else was kind of like, man, the main event sucked. And to me, a main event makes or breaks a show. That's just for me. And I know that some people have different opinions. I think other people try and look at individual matches. But for me, if the main event does not deliver, then it's going to leave the viewer and also the audience, because one of the big things that came out of this pay-per-view was the fact that they cut cameras very quickly because of the fact that the fans were starting to react. The fans apparently were very pissed off, calling for refunds, all this nonsense, because once again, the WWE has not ended a pay-per-view on a good high note. And I don't know what it is about the writing and the creative where they just can't. It's like not since WrestleMania 30 can I really remember. Now, I'm sure I'm missing one, at least one. But I can't remember a moment when the pay-per-view actually ended with everybody happy on a high note. I don't know why. It seems like that's the kind of trend that we've been going on lately. And I don't like it because, it just taints the entire pay-per-view, in my personal opinion. That's where I stand.
I mean, I would agree 100% with you in the back end. If the main event does not deliver or seal the deal and make a good statement at the end, then it will bring a dirty taste. Now, looking at it from my side of life, because the main event has it's twisted and toiled for me, because one side of me really did not like it, and I was pissed off like every other wrestling fan, and then the other side of me is like, okay, let's step back for a minute, because Corey and I have had conversations about this through and through. I posted and talked about this on We Talk Wrestling. I took like almost a month off of wrestling. Did not watch anything. So you're talking from a diehard fan that hasn't missed the Raw since I was like 13, taking a full month off. I'm 31 years old.
Cold turkey.
So cold turkey. Watched nothing wrestling. Dude, I was like biting my tongue. But so since I've started coming back to wrestling and started watching again, because I missed it and I missed what I liked about it. And it just became so negative to me that I was like, fuck this shit, I'm done. But I'm like, no, something missing. So now, like I said, the fan of me was like, fuck this main event. And then the other side of me, the side that I've been trying to listen to more so here lately, is the logical side about how they're doing things and why they're doing things. And like Corey said a couple weeks ago, we're big fans. We want the bone. We want to see what's inside of it. We want to know what's going on. So I try to step back and see from the booker's point of view why they booked it like that. And when I started doing that, I was like, I kind of enjoyed it now. Like, I'm like, okay, so you had Brock come in. Like, it shouldn't have went to a no contest.
No.
Like, something should have happened.
Main thing. That is the main thing. It should not have gone to a no contest. I don't care how strong Brock Lesnar is. I don't care. He could have F5'd him and then walked away, didn't even look, and then Roman Reigns just draped over him. And most people would still be pissed.
We'll get to the match.
Here's we're gonna start off. We're gonna start with that match. Let's take the fucking head off for a minute, because Corey brings up a good point. When Brock Lesnar F5'd Roman Reigns onto Braun Strowman, why didn't they just count the fucking match right there? Like, it was a beautiful moment to be like, you could have sealed the deal with Brock, made Braun Strowman look strong because he got fucked over by Brock Lesnar, made Roman Reigns still be your fucking dumbass fucking toy Universal Champion. It could have done something more. Like I said, when I'm looking at it from the Booker standpoint, I'm like, I liked it because I understand. I don't like the outfall of the no contest, but I enjoyed what happened. The fan of me is like, it's a Hell in a Cell match. Anything fucking goes. Why didn't it just finish? Just you literally set him up, put him on the opponent. 1, 2, 3, done. It's over with.
Yep.
No, and to me, it all starts with the fact that there were some really cool moments in the match, especially when you have freaking the gigantic Irishman on top of the damn cell. And I was just very psyched.
You mean Scots?
Oh, whatever. Scots, Irish, it's all the same thing.
Oh,
I wouldn't be telling that to Seamus.
But I say, as a Scots,
but go ahead.
Scots Irish myself, I say whatever. Anyway, Drew McIntyre, my boy Drew McIntyre. Anyway, that was awesome. But I'm sorry, you're telling me that a spear will keep not only Braun Strowman down for 20 minutes, but also the man who gives the spear, Roman Reigns, for 20 minutes. That is stupid. That is ridiculous. And then on top of that, you have the whole Brock Lesnar thing come out. You know what? That was awesome. I was not expecting that. That was fantastic. Kicking the door down, all that stuff. Great. As long as it leads to a finish. If the WWE bookers were smart, if they actually knew what they were doing, if they really wanted to do what was best for business, they would have had Brock Lesnar come out, beat both their asses, put Braun over Roman, and screw Roman over. Because then you are building even more tension. Nobody wants Roman as champion except for Vince McMahon, who's probably tugging it in the corner because he's like, oh my God, Roman. I'm sorry. But that's pretty much what you got going on here, because it is just such crap. And it doesn't make any damn sense.
They could have kept the same thing, keep the belt on Roman, let him get the pin. Brock is walking away, and the ref counts the 3, and then Roman's music hits, and Brock stops like, oh really now? And turns around, Roman's just on top of Braun, doesn't know what's going on. All of a sudden, Brock comes in, picks him up by his best, lifts him up with one hand, throws him back on, F5s him into the cage. Like, if you want to make it look like the beast, or like, if you want to do that, do it. I mean, that was not the coolest thing about it. Was him kicking the door down.
And I'm sorry too, but like, when the entire time you are saying, oh my God, it's the anniversary of when Mick Foley was thrown off the cage. Oh my God. Oh my, all these things. Look at all these histories of the Hell in a Cell matches and all the things they went through. Every single one of those damn matches had a finish. Every single one of them had a winner. Freaking Mick Foley was thrown off, not just, oh, I'm gonna go halfway down, or oh, I'm gonna be Shane McMahon and I'm gonna, casually fall off. He was freaking thrown off the damn cage, came back, got put through the damn cage, and that match had a freaking finish. I'm sorry, but they screwed up once again. They have no idea what the hell they're doing, and it's because of the crap that happened in that match that the entire pay-per-view is soured for me.
I thought the whole thing was unnecessary with the other parts of the faction coming out. It just felt like
all that was overbooked.
Right. And I Seth Rollins, one of my favorite. I like Dolph Ziggler, but that spot right there where they were climbing down, dude,
it was so bad.
My God. That timing was awful. Like, they looked.
It wasn't
and
even.
you could just. And I mean, I'm
so planned.
okay. I am being.
It was like, okay, that's not cool. We knew it was. We knew every person who's watched a wrestling match was like, oh, I know what's gonna happen. Oh wait, there it is. That's it.
But also, again, I'm being what I kind of hate, and I'm nitpicking it to death. So Like I don't really.
No,
know.
you're right, because like none of that was needed. And once again, it shows you, and I think we brought it up a while back, about how WWE has made the Shield look like fucking tards, made them look like idiots, dumbasses. It just does not make sense. We don't want to see Seth Rollins. We don't want to see Dean Ambrose right now because they're just being puppets of Roman Reigns. That's it. And it's not the sense that they're being puppets of Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns ain't going, you do this, do that. It's just the whole complex of it all. It makes them look like tools. And that
they're literally holding his ass up because he can't do it on his own. Because he should be champion.
Right.
If you want to be vulgar about it, they're just putting the pussy on the pedestal.
I mean, I'm totally fine with pussy on a pedestal as long as it's not Roman Reigns. But still, we digress. Teacher, don't get me this into the back.
I'm glad we got the cameras going now because I am glad everyone gets to see my reaction to that.
But no, the whole Shield thing, the whole Shield aspect is really hurting Seth and Dean at this point. Yeah. And we can get into their match with Ziggler and stuff, because that match was awesome. Like, so if we go from this to that, and I'll let you. Let's stop talking about the main event because it was just. You're right. It's bad, and part of it. I just want to try to like WWE again.
So okay, so basically, okay, what was your rating of it out of 10? That match.
That match?
Yeah.
Oh, I gave it a 1.
Okay, your rating.
2.
I'm gonna go a 4.
Now we're going out 5 stars, right?
I was going with 10.
Oh, out of 10?
Out of 10.
Out of 10? You're. No, I still give it a 1. Fuck that.
I retract mine and I go -1.
Oh, all right.
Let's do 5.
I want my months.
You want a Meltzer? You want to be Meltzer?
Let's be Meltzer. Let's be Meltzer.
Yeah.
Let's respect the Meltzer.
Yeah. So
and there's a reason.
Seeing that he can give more than 5 stars, I'm gonna do the -1.
I mean, he does negatives too.
Yeah, he's done it. He's done it.
That's awesome. All right. Yeah. Anyway, so let's go ahead and like start from the very beginning, like I wanted to, but then of course.
I mean, we got. Yeah, I mean, just because you're the host doesn't mean we're not taking over occasionally.
Rose Tico is not happy. Anyway, so all right, I already got a bone to pick. We haven't even started talking about this match, but why in the hell is the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match on the freaking pre-show? And I just saw people say, "Oh my goodness, it's because they want to get things going. They want to get the crowd excited." I'm sorry. If there is any match on here that has pre-show written all over it, it is the freaking Miz Daniel Bryan mixed tag team match. That match has no place. That match has no place being third to last on the damn card over the SmackDown Tag Team Championship match. That is just a disgrace. The fact that the SmackDown Tag Champions have been mistreated for like the last several pay-per-views, I think they've been on the pre-show, it's just disgusting and it's stupid. And also the result is stupid. And especially when you take into Monday night's result of Aiden English turning on Rusev, it's just like.
I mean that's Tuesday night SmackDown. Just you know.
I don't. You know what? I don't even care at this point. They've got me so pissed off. I don't even got my days straight, man. But Corey, what are your thoughts on this first opening match? Damn it, dude! You unplugged your microphone. Zach, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this opening matchup?
I was pissed. Like I didn't get to actually watch the match because I didn't realize it was a kickoff show. And I was traveling back from Indianapolis at the time. Yeah. So I have not seen the match, but I know the results and all that stuff. I don't even want to go back and watch the match. I don't care how good the match was or potentially was, but the results pissed me off.
Yep.
And then you go into SmackDown.
On Tuesday
on Tuesday night, where Aiden finally turns, like, get the fuck out of here.
I know.
Aiden English and Rusev could have been fucking gold.
Yep.
And you just shit all over him.
Yep, exactly.
Fuck you, Vince. For Roman Reigns, Rusev gets buried, but Roman Reigns gets held up on a pussy pedestal.
Big dog. I have the same boring moves. I can't cut a promo, and I've been with the company for 4 years.
I come out to the same Shield entrance music as my brothers in arms. I just wanted to add to it.
Roman more. That's
Hey Corey, can we hear you now? Like
Corey,
Mike check.
Yes.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Are we here? All right.
You better keep all that in.
Oh, sure.
Oh, you know I will. Oh well.
So what are your thoughts on that opening match?
Match was okay. Nothing special. As for it being on the pre-show, I understand it. They want to get people watching the pre-show, and the New Day is they are that. I mean, they get people to watch. They get people's attention, and I know from a wrestling fan standpoint that it makes no sense. But the fact that you said the mixed tag team match should be on there, there's no way, man. Because if you look at it from star power, I mean, Daniel Bryan being on the pre-show.
If he's in a mixed tag team match, you're
damn
right.
It does not matter. It does not matter. It is Daniel Bryan, and they are not going to do that. He is at this status. He's at a part-timer status, but without being part-time. That is what Daniel Bryan is.
What?
You don't. I say I don't buy that. But anyway, I'm sorry, but you don't put titles on the pre-show when you have non-title matches.
I have to agree. I have to agree with that.
At that level, because obviously, if it was a big pinnacle, Miz versus Bryan match, you might have a point. But because it's a mixed tag throwaway match to try and promote the mixed tag challenge crap that's going on again, I'm sorry, but it's just no. Stop it. Third to last. Stop it.
Wait, time out. Off subject.
No, we're not talking about that. We're not talking.
No, screw you. Go back and watch Uso, the Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso and Naomi versus Charlotte and fucking AJ Styles. That match was fucking dope. Shut up.
Naomi
Go ahead.
Wrestle. Anyway. So no, that's just I'm sorry, but that just doesn't work, because if you want to get people excited for the match, Daniel Bryan, Miz can do that on their own. I'm sorry, but the whole mixed match thing, it just bastardizes the entire match, and it just.
But they're also using it
because Maurice can't wrestle. Maurice didn't do a damn thing except run around because she can't wrestle.
Everybody knows that.
Okay,
but if you look at it from the other side of things, it's an entertainment company. They are promoting a lot of other stuff outside of wrestling. That is why there are matches like Samoa Joe and AJ Styles. That is why we have this, because they are catering to everyone. And everyone is not going to like everything. Because then we wouldn't have a reason to do fucking shows like
the pre-show. That is why you put this match on the pre-show.
Hey, Corey, I'm going to drink one for you.
Thank you.
All right. Then we have a Hell in a Cell match. Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy. It wasn't as bad as it could have been.
What the fuck you say? Oh, my God.
Yeah, can I go on this one? Because,
go ahead.
What?
Everything I'm about to say hurts me. Deeply.
You were crapping all over this match beforehand, too, so yeah, I know.
Yes, I was. I absolutely loved this match. Thought it was fucking amazing. And for just a split fucking second in that match, I thought we were back in Attitude Era Hell in a Cell matches. I thought we were back into stuff that was actually good. Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy told one of the best effing stories in a Hell in a Cell match to date. They put on a hell of a performance. Go back and watch that match. Watch the lacerations on Jeff Hardy. Watch the lacerations on fucking Randy Orton. Look at the big gash where he's putting his fat back into his fucking thigh. Randy Orton, that is. Look at where he's getting hit with the studs on his back. Blood's coming. It was such a beautiful match. Those two gentlemen, and Jeff Hardy included, and I'm going to give you props right now, Jeff Hardy. So if you're listening to me, which you don't, but if you do, and any Jeff Hardy mark out there that listens to me, thank you for actually putting on a match that was not full of spots, junk. It was a good, enjoyable, hardcore Hell in a Cell match. Randy Orton, thank you for being one of the greatest performers still in this business. I don't give a fuck what anyone says and why they called him bored, and I do not understand, because he performs in that ring every time. Is he good on the mic always? No. But when it comes to in-ring capability, when it comes to a superplex, there's nobody out there that does it better right now in the business. And Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy prove that Attitude Era still exists in PG. That's my take on the pay-per-view, on that match.
Corey, what you got?
I thought it was excellent, man. I mean, we can talk about the spots. I mean, he put a screwdriver inside of Jeff's gauge and twisted it. And
That's not hard. I can do that.
Well,
it was still cool.
Okay, you can do it, and you can sit there and twist it like over and over, where the skin is starting to look like it's gonna pop. Because that's what it looked like. Okay.
I mean, Jeff Hardy's pain tolerance is amazing, but no, it looked amazing.
Keep in mind that's like cartilage, so there's not really a whole lot of.
But really it looked. I mean, it looked.
The visually is perfect. No, and that's the reason why. And finish your thoughts before I get into my thoughts.
Okay, but I mean, it was. I think I said last week. I was like, I hope the match is good. You know, I think Randy Orton's gonna win. I did not have high hopes for it because Hell in a Cell matches have been so disappointing lately. There have not been very many memorable ones. That is, I mean, without going back and watching other matches, I can say that that's one of the best Hell in a Cell matches we've had probably in the past 5 to 7 years, maybe.
I would agree.
Maybe longer.
Just the point where Randy made the ref fucking tap the 3, made him count the 3. I was like, dear God, this is gorgeous.
There were a few, like whenever Jeff dropped and Randy Orton moved, that spot, I mean, again, you can pick it apart. That was not right, but the impact of Jeff Hardy face planting made you kind of forget about that. I mean, because he totally, and the way that they had the camera angle, props to Kevin Dunn, I'm sure, on that. But, I mean, you're fucking itching over there, dude.
Itch your scratch. Come on, let's hear it so we can blast you.
All right. First, let's talk about the positives. So, all the psychology in the ring was fantastic. The storytelling was indeed great. I'm not taking that away. Randy Orton is probably one of the best heel personas in his career at this point, and I think he's working it. Jeff Hardy put his heart and soul out in there. But my biggest problem with this match is the fact that this is a Hell in a Cell match that did not need to be in the cell. Like, this match could have been.
No. Matches go.
No.
It's an old school cage match.
This match could have taken place out of the Hell in a Cell match. There was no need for the damn cell at all. Everything could have been done in a hardcore no disqualification match. No, you did not need a Hell in a Cell match. This was a waste. This was a waste of the damn cell. The only thing that the cell was used for was for that botched ending that looked awful. And you can say, he went through face first to the table. But I'm sorry, it was botched. It was freaking botched. Randy moved way too early, and it was just unbelievable. It's like, why the hell did you go face first to the table? I'm sorry, that's crap. That's total crap. And once again, the end ruined it for me because it was again, that part ended. Again, Randy Orton calling for the 3, that's awesome. That's great. However, it did not need to take place in a damn cell.
But see, you bring up some good points, and I understand where you're coming from, where it doesn't need to be put in the cage. But let's be honest.
I don't.
The Hell in a Cell has not been the Hell in a Cell for God knows how long. And I think the real last Hell in a Cell match was where Rikishi got fucking thrown off into the back of the fucking truck at Armageddon. That's the last true Hell in a Cell match, if you ask me. That's where Hell in a Cell took the change, and then they made the cell bigger and everything else and more extravagant. But the cell has never meant anything since then. The cell is an overrated piece of shit now, if you ask me. And Randy Orton,
that has not changed.
But what Randy Orton and Jeff tried to do inside that cage, being like trapped in there and with the weapons and everything, I mean, I'm 100% understanding where Odin's coming from, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, I don't even like Jeff Hardy, and the botch move at the end was okay. Like, it just all. I mean, I guess I was just too enthralled in it to like hate it because I really enjoyed that match way more than I thought I was going to.
My last thought on it is, I get where you are coming from with it not needing to be, but it symbolizes the end of a feud. old school cage match, blood feud. That's where I liked it personally. It's like, okay, this is the end of the feud, and it seems like it is the end of the feud. So,
I don't think so, but we can digress on that when Jeff comes back.
Yeah, pretty much, and it's just a waste of a sell. Next match, which is one I think most of us, I hope, will all agree on, was the SmackDown Women's Championship match of Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. Becky Lynch is finally once again SmackDown Women's Champion. I do think the match was fantastic. I will say that the ending could have been better. The ending could have been a little bit better. However, it was great to see Becky Lynch come out with the title in the end. So, Corey, what are your thoughts on this?
Enjoy the hell out of the match. Thought they told a good story. It was not disappointing. They continued what they've been doing for the past few weeks. I think I've said it before here, you can tell it's either best friends or worst enemies make the best matches. And, you can look back and you can see they work together so well. I agree the ending could have been better, but the ending after the pinfall made up for it.
Damn right.
I mean, that was good. That was good stuff.
Again, it's good.
And they teased us too. Like there was no more, and that was it. I like that too.
Yeah, no, for sure. Zach, what you got?
I mean, I still wish we would have got the double turn and Charlotte would have won, unfortunately, in the dirty tactics, making her the heel because I like her better as a heel. But then we come to SmackDown, and they do the coronation of Becky, and her heel persona was fucking on point. So I'm like, okay, WWE, I'm not even mad that you didn't do the double turn or anything like that. I'm glad you just went with Becky, and like it solidified how much I love that match due to what she did on SmackDown. When she was just out there, and she's like, Charlotte, but you don't want to take my spotlight? Like, I'm like, oh my God, I would just like, Becky. Dear God, I love heels, and you're doing amazing.
And it's also great because I feel like this is the first time that we've had a really good, nuanced heel persona in the women's division. Because most of the time the heels are like, ma, 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 ma. And it's just nonsense, and it's just like, really, women are better.
Carmella's still money.
Oh, my God. No, seriously, Carmella was one of the worst examples of what I was just talking about. But with Becky, you have someone who is established. You have someone who has a great character. She was getting in that point in her career where she was just getting very bland, like just as far as like her overall personality because of the way that she was being written, because of the matches she was being given. And so the fact that she was able to take it take it on to herself and just adopt this persona has been absolutely fantastic. But yeah, the spear into the pin was stupid. I don't like these. I don't like crap wins. I like more decisive. I would think since they were both working on each other's, Becky was working on the arm and Charlotte was working on the leg. I think it would have been a lot better if maybe she had reversed the spear into a disarmer and had her tap out. I think that would have been a better ending because this whole I hate crap endings like that personally. All right.
I mean, the ending really didn't hurt me too much. I see what you're saying, but like,
yeah.
No, I agree. Move on.
Yeah. All right. Raw Tag Team Championship match. Dolph Ziggler, Drew McIntyre defeated Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. This was a great match. Like this may have been the match of the night, to be honest.
No, it was.
I mean, I had so much fun with this match, and it was just great to see these guys like all going at it. It actually made me like Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, which has been very rare ever since they were put back with Roman Reigns. So it was great to see them doing spots. Dolph Ziggler looked great too. Drew McIntyre, of course, looked fantastic. And it's great to have them win and keep the titles, though unfortunately my prediction of Braun having it. Now, they have put the 3 versus 3 in like the next major paper. And that's a whole other topic. But anyway, Corey, what are your thoughts on this match?
I mean, I don't know what else to say, but I mean, it was a really good match. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
All right, cool. Zach.
That match was fucking beautiful. Like we brought up Dave Meltzer in the 5-star rating. He made it a 4.5-star rating on the Meltzer. So thoroughly thoroughly agreed 100%. I gave it a 4-star match. And when I was doing my watch through, dude, those dudes were doing everything and anything to put on a goddamn performance, and they did exactly that. They put on a damn performance through and through, 100%. And it was, Corey has this whole debate. You have this match for this person, this match for this person, because everybody's going to be different. Nobody's going to be happy. That match was for everybody, and that's what WWE's failing to do, is make matches for everybody.
Yes, absolutely. Because to me, it went through almost 2 different stages. You had the beginning stage, which to me was like a generic SmackDown tag match, and then it kicked into high gear, and then that's when we had the near falls and all of just the really cool things happening and the fast action. It reminded me a lot of NXT matches, because NXT matches are a lot like that, and so it was really cool to see that happen on a mainstream pay-per-view, to be honest.
I'd be curious to see who actually put that match together.
I'd be curious to see what they're going to do with the IC title.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
absolutely.
What's that?
I know. Wait, there's a title? What?
Huh?
You remember that belt that Miz made famous again?
Oh, but you know what we do have? We have Crown Jewel, and we have network exclusive pay-per-views where all of these dream matches are gonna happen.
Okay.
So can I throw in a plug real quick?
Go ahead.
No.
Plug away.
Your face was just like, what? No. Screw you. What's your plug?
I mean, you edit the show.
I say you can literally just edit over my voice, mute me, and then just have your like, this is where I would like to promote.
Coming this Sunday.
Seriously, what's your plug?
No, myself, Caroline, and Brandon, who do the podcast every week. If you are subjecting yourself to staying up or waking up or whatever to watch the Super Showdown, we're going to be in 3 different states of awakeness. Either me being wide awake from drinking a bunch of coffee or just waking up and being like, oh. Caroline is going to be perfectly normal because time zone wise, it comes on at like 4 in the afternoon for her. And Brandon works night shift. So he's going to be getting home right around that time, like right around 3 o'clock. And we're going to do a live view. So we'll be doing commentary, riff tracking it. And so if you're brave enough to stay up and watch a gigantic house show with us, definitely do it. We'll be on the Sports Wars YouTube page live.
I recommend everyone else to do that. I will be sleeping because I am a teacher.
Teacher?
Do you teach on Saturdays?
No.
So he gets to sleep in.
Oh. I don't, because I do. It's called Cabbage Ball with my friends. So I never get to sleep in ever.
Let's get back to the.
Anyway,
back to the show.
So now we got the next gripe, which is the fact that once again, AJ Styles, WWE champion, is screwed over by being put this low on the card. It pisses me off that a guy that should be on last, second to last, is being treated this way, being put in the middle of the card. And I know that some people might have some opinions on that, but to me, he is the WWE champion. He has the only legitimate championship at this point. The Universal title is a freaking joke because Brock Lesnar was holding on to it for 400 plus days, doing nothing with it, and now Roman Reigns has it, and we all know that's a joke. So it's the only legitimate World Heavyweight Championship title that we have now, and it's being treated like garbage. The match, though, I liked it. I liked the match. I cannot wait to see. Obviously, the ending could have, had that thing, but the fact that once they showed the replay of AJ tapping, it made it better. Because at first, I thought it was just a crap pin. Knowing that he was tapping makes it a little bit more interesting. So I am excited to see where this goes going forward. Overall, I thought it was a decent match. It was fine. It was a good match. AJ Styles always puts on a good show. Samoa Joe, doing great. I really hope that in Australia, they let them go even more because these guys are still not going all the way, not giving their full potential at this point. Corey, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, and I think that's on purpose. I think they are holding back and they're waiting for the big blow-off match, whenever that is.
Australia on the WWE Network in 3 weeks.
All right, chill.
Super Showdown! Yeah.
All right.
And then the crown jewel. Oh.
You done?
This is Michael Cole, the WWE Network.
$9.99.
Haven't plugged it enough, boss? Have I? He's ruining the Mae Young Classic. Side note, he's ruining the Mae Young Classic for me.
Can I have this order more often? Like, I'm fucking enjoying myself tonight. Go ahead, Corey. Your turn.
Continue.
Are you sure?
Maybe. No promises. No promises.
I swear to God, I'm going to come to New Orleans and slap the shit out of your roast.
Your roast is getting bitch slapped.
Hey, leave my Rostico alone.
No, that's all that's happening.
All right.
It is getting dealt, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right.
AJ Styles, your thoughts? Sexy, not sexy?
I don't do that, so don't do that.
I
Trying to
mean,
bring you back on track.
That was the wrong way to do it.
All right, Samoa Joe.
AJ Styles.
How, who's the better parent? AJ Styles or Samoa Joe? Let me know.
Wendy!
I absolutely just love this feud.
I love that. Oh, yeah. Me too.
I cannot get enough of these two together.
No,
It's just like,
Joe, he needs to be careful not to do, because now it's like every time he gets the mic, it goes, "Oh, Wendy," or "Oh, AJ," and it's like, limit that a little bit more, and it'll be perfect.
the best thing about AJ and Joe, and not to take away from Corey, I just try to pull us back here for a minute.
What?
But the best thing about AJ and Joe is, and I think I touched on this when we did the prediction show, it's almost like these two they're like a fine fucking wine, dude. Like, they had their feud in ROH. It was good. It was great. Had their feud in TNA. Fucking excellent. And then this feud is just, I'm sorry, is just as good, if not even better, than the TNA one, and they're not even going.
Yeah, if I say story-wise, yes. Wrestling, not so much. Nothing can touch their TNA stuff at this point.
No. Don't get me wrong on that, and I agree 100% with you. Wrestling wise, that TNA feud that they had when he had the bloody towel and no, there's never going to be a better Joe than that, in my opinion. But what Joe and him are doing right now in a feud together, just is like, I'm just mind boggled by these two. And personally, my two favorite feuds at this moment in WWE are Charlotte and Becky. Mm-hmm. And Samoa Joe and AJ Styles. They have the best whole story at this moment. And what they did to pull off a great 4-star match, AJ and Joe did spectacular for WWE. We got to remember that, like, WWE holds people back and then lets them go for that last one, like Corey said. So it was just too damn good to not hate. And the pinfall at the end, at first I was like, what the fuck? And then, like, I'm like, okay, whatever. I mean, I liked it. And then they showed the tap, and I'm like, oh, fuck, I didn't even realize he was tapping. Like, I was like, okay, solid. Like, I'm there now. Let's do this.
That's it.
Corey.
That was definitely a what's his name? The terrible guy who screws up camera shots every freaking week. Kevin Dunn. That was a Kevin Dunn mistake, because he could have had that angle already in the first place. But yeah, Corey, sorry we kind of took your thunder away for a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't mind me. I enjoyed the match. It was good.
Well, thank you for your comments. I appreciate you. And since
I think that the feud could continue.
So
I think
this is too much.
So, Corey, thoughts on Ms. Maurice defeating Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella?
I am very glad that it was not on the pre-show. Otherwise, I would have missed it.
Yeah, but see, I missed Rusev
I don't
today.
care. You guys like my Godzilla?
Is that what it was?
He took over the show.
Oh,
Thorax
okay.
trying to get his
Okay.
keyboard back.
Okay.
Donatello is on top. You can't see that.
Zach, what are your thoughts on this match?
We still talking about AJ?
I honestly didn't watch it. Just
No, it's the Miz Daniel Bryan
just to be
mixed tag
completely
match.
honest with you,
Yeah, you didn't miss anything.
I know.
It's my boy, but I just didn't care.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the reason why it's like, if you want to get people excited, Daniel Bryan, the Miz can do that on their own. And yeah, it was a wasteful match. It had no business being there in the first place. And I hope that when Reese says that she's retiring and going back home, that's true, because if she's not going to be wrestling, you know,
She didn't say she was retiring. She said she was going back home to be a mommy.
No, and again,
The
I think,
A-lister mommy.
oh my god, yeah. So I think, yeah.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Maurice is sexy as fuck, and she can do whatever the fuck she wants. And if she can't wrestle, tough shit. I will watch
Oh
her
my God.
sexy blonde ass in the ring every day of the week.
Carmella all
No,
over again.
no,
Oh,
no,
Carmella's
no.
funny. Nella is
That-
funny. Oh yeah.
Because have you not seen the shit her and R-Truth are doing together? Fucking gold. And if you'd watch the Mixed Match Challenge, you would understand how fucking good it is. No, fuck you.
She still can't wrestle. I love you.
I love you too.
All right, so the last match we're going to talk about, since we already talked about the main event, the Raw Women's Championship match of Ronda Rousey defeating Alexa Bliss. Not as, I mean, for me, I thought this match,
Dumb.
yeah, I feel like this should have been
Pre-show.
a beatdown. Like, it really should have been a beatdown, and because of what we got, it really like, if you're gonna put a championship match on the pre-show, but guess what? You can't do that in today's world because it's the women's revolution. You can't do that. It'd be hateful and bigoted and offensive. Let's be honest. Because yeah, it did not earn being second to last on this card, especially when you look at that AJ Samoa Joe feud, and also when you look at the Becky Lynch Charlotte feud. If anyone was going to get second tier, if any women's championship was going to get second tier, it should have been that one. But we all know it's because Ronda Rousey's Ronda Rousey, and it's a name recognition, etc. So, Corey, what you got?
Is Mike.
Yeah, well, since you unplugged the mic again, Zach, what you got, man? What you got?
Ready.
I'm mad. I'm mad about the match. The match was not good. Alexa Bliss tried to get a decent match out of her. We saw a. Oh my God! It was the ribs, this and that. The ribs, this. Hold on.
Anyway, Corey, what you got, man? You're still unplugged, Corey. Corey, what am I supposed to do? I'm talking to myself now.
Dude.
Yes, I hear you. What's going on?
I don't know. Did it go out again?
No, you're good.
Yeah,
Okay.
You're fine now, but it did go out again. But anyway, Corey, since now I can't trust anybody now because everyone's leaving,
DTA.
unplugging their microphone, talking to
DTA.
their families. I mean, I have no control here.
I have no family.
So Corey, thoughts on this Ronda Rousey garbage tier match?
She hurt Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, she
Fuck
did.
you, Ronda.
Like, legit hurts.
I
All
mean,
right, that's all I got to say.
Luckily, it's not anything.
It
major
was-
to be back, but
yeah, I mean, that was bound to happen. You knew that something like that was going to happen eventually.
Yep.
I mean, if you subject yourself to watching WWE, you already know that your Ronda is going to be right there, right by the main event. I mean, that shouldn't surprise anybody. And
it
if
doesn't make it right, Corey.
if you
Correct.
well, go watch New Japan and
I
watch
do.
Exactly. Go watch things be properly ranked
All in.
and all that. Yeah.
It's not convenient.
Okay then. Well, WWE's got you by the balls.
That's why I watch.
And I don't care, Vince McMahon. Sorry.
I don't even.
Cease and desist. Okay, fine, Corey. Don't join us.
I won't.
What, you part of the 3 suite? Or the 1 suite?
No, sir.
1 suite?
Yep.
One sweet woo. One sweet woo.
Whoop!
Yeah, the match. I mean, I thought it was, of course, I thought it was better than the last one, but that's not really saying much.
I mean, I like the last one better than this one because it was not believable.
I just wish, I just wish she would quit fucking laughing and smiling when she comes out.
Oh, you're talking. I thought you were talking.
She's got a wonderful smile.
Who, Rhonda or Alexa?
Rhonda.
Why?
I like her. She smiles a hell of a lot better than Bobby Lashley.
But she. I'm not saying her smile is bad. I'm saying it's not right for the situation. When she walks out and she's fucking like, I mean, she's been at how many WWE pay-per-views now? And
Not many.
course, we know this. She's awestruck is what she looks like. And she's like, oh man, they're cheering for me? That's it. Come on. I mean, Donatello is just like...
It was a I personally thought it was the worst match of the card. Even the Hell in a Cell with Roman Reigns and Braun Strowman was better, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's definitely the biggest match on the match on the card.
Weakest match on the card, I tell ya.
Or I would definitely put the mixed tag match on near that level as well. But I just think that the Ronda Alexa match just really had nothing. Like at least the mixed tag match, the mixed tag match had the Miz and Daniel Bryan in it, and unfortunately, Alexa Bliss is still being mistreated. And Ronda Rousey could be really, really cool, but
she's not.
But she won't quit laughing.
But at least she is a better champion than Roman Reigns. Anyway, so, and I stand by that statement.
Dig.
Yeah, and you can fight me on that one. But anyway, overall, Corey, out of 5 stars, because that's how we do it here, what would you rank this pay-per-view?
3.5.
All right. That's too high. Zach.
I'm giving it a strong 3.
Ooh, that's still too high. I'm going to give it a 1.75.
Negative Nancy.
You're being a dick.
I just keep it real. People like
real
me
fucking
because
negative.
I keep it real.
You're being a real big dick about it.
Everyone else can go ahead and say, oh my God, Vince McMahon. And I'm going to be like, no, it sucks. Anyway. Those are my
thoughts. I prefer indie wrestlers like Sid Holland and JCJ of No Coast and stuff like that. So I like the indie world because I want the bone, the marrow, and all that stuff. I don't want to see this overproduction of bullshit.
I don't want the spot fest.
No. Yeah, I'd rather watch my boys tear it up on the indie scene and get noticed and get real shit going. And hopefully one day, I'll be bitching about them about being in WWE. That's how I say it. That's what I want to say right there in your face.
Because when Vince McMahon finally croaks, Triple H will finally have the reins, and guess what? They're all coming in.
And hopefully I'm still bitching.
Yeah. All right. Well, any final thoughts before we wrap this thing up? All right. Sounds good. Silence is golden, as they say. So anyway, on behalf of the Geeks and Gamers,
stay golden.
Sports Wars, stay golden, my friends. Rock out.
With your cocks out.
Thank you. I wasn't going to complete it. I'm glad that you were able to complete it for me.
I got you, teacher.
Thank you. Y'all all have a good one, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.